All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's Trade Talk Tuesday. Welcome, everyone. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jonatan. I'm the co-founder of the trading community RLZ Trading. If you like these live streams where I'm going through the crypto market and the forex market on a weekly basis, showing you all the setups that I'm watching, hit that subscribe button and like the video. I'm just gonna jump right into the shots right here and look at Bitcoin because we got some amazing price action going on right here. So you guys know we've been watching this local range right here. So we've been trading in this range for quite some time. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. And basically today I want to be focused on Bitcoin, right? I want to focus on Bitcoin and I want to look at some altcoins to see if we can perhaps trade this Bitcoin breakout on an altcoin. So basically what I want to see is I want to see trending markets, right? So I want to see trending altcoins where we can basically just use the RLZ method to get in on the break and retest of the altcoins. Because most of the time when Bitcoin has a breakout like this, it's either a breakout and then a fake out and then a breakout and this continuation without any retest. You'll see that here. That's where we broke the massive daily range. We first had a fake out and then we had a real breakout, but we had no real break and retest where we could get in and trade. And most likely the same thing is going to happen here. And that's why when trading Bitcoin, the RLZ method is not going to give you a lot of trades on Bitcoin. But the thing is, if you're analyzing Bitcoin and Bitcoin looks bullish and you like what you're seeing on Bitcoin, there's a highly likely that you'll find a good trend following trade on an altcoin. And that's where the RLZ method comes in and is such a great system to catch the swing trades and the scalp trades if you like that as well. Speaking of the RLZ method, I am launching the RLZ method trading course today, and it's going to be free for all the members of the RLZ trading room. So if you're a member of the RLZ trading room, you can actually go to, now we're updating this, so it's not 100% complete. We have all the videos up. I'm just going to add some more text, some more explanations for you guys, add some links to the backtesting template and maybe some sheets of all the videos. But what you can do is you can just go to the members area right here. So you'll see you have the members area right here. And then you can see, you can click my courses right here and it will take you to all your courses. And as you can see right here, I have access to the RLZ Slingshot Indicator course. And the RLZ Slingshot Indicator was supposed to be released yesterday, but there's a few things I need to make sure are 100% correct before I launch the indicator. So we are delaying the launch of the indicator with 2 weeks to make sure that the RLZ Slingshot Indicator course is 100% complete when the indicator launches. So when you buy the indicator, you also get access to a course where I go through all the settings of the indicator, how to use it, and how to set up all the alert functions in the with the Slingshot indicator. Now, if you're a member of the RLZ Trading Room, you have access to the RLZ Trading Room course right now. So all you have to do is go to the members area, press your courses, and here it is. So you got 9 videos explaining the different parts of the system. You have the part of market structure, horizontal level. Here's the video on the RLZ method where I go through all the indicators there's in the method, so you can actually trade the system, and then a video on the magic of the RLZ where I go through the importance of the reload zone in your trading, and then of course risk management and videos on trade journaling and back testing. So this is not a super advanced trading course. This is a fairly simple course, an introductory course to the RLZ method. And the idea with providing this course for free for all the trading group members is to create an environment inside the RLZ trading room where we trade as one. All right. So you know that we've previously added Mo as a new team member of the RLZ trading team. So now we are two two traders in the team. It's me and Mo, and we share our market updates here in the market update channel. So I'll show you how that look. Right here, you can see that here's my market updates where I go through all the pairs I'm watching on a daily basis, and then you see up here you have Mo sharing his analysis as well. So when you join the trading room, you'll gain access to two traders sharing ideas on the markets on a daily basis, and you also get access to the trading room course. And the idea is for us to become one team of traders inside the trading room. And I have big plans, right? I'm gonna handpick the very best traders and the very best students of my trading program, and we're going to be creating something unique, something huge within this trading community that has not been seen anywhere else. I can definitely promise you guys that. So yeah, it's the trading room is available. We're going to be updating all the text and a little bit extra content later today. But yeah, that's I released that a little bit early to make sure that, because we were going to release the slingshot indicator, but now we have the trading room course there. So, okay, Bitcoin. What's going on with Bitcoin? Well, first of all, I want to go on and we want to look at the daily. So we kind of want to zoom out. So we had this, like I call the FOMO era, because remember we were trading inside this range for such a long time. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but I started tweeting long time ago last summer that as soon as Bitcoin breaks below 20K, I am going to initiate my dollar cost average strategy for Bitcoin, which basically is I'll buy a certain amount of Bitcoin once every weekend. And I have been buying Bitcoin once every weekend since we broke below 20K. So my average entry of Bitcoin sits around 21K, which is the middle point of this daily range. And I'm very happy with that position. My targets for this position was, or basically my target for this breakout was 29K as target number one. And then target number two is 35K. Now, of course, you have to be, take that with a grain of salt, because is that even the right way of saying it? Grain of salt? I don't know. Pinch of salt? Grain of salt? Anyway, so we see 35K right here, and the bottom of this, I think the bottom. All right, morning. Take a break. Put in your orders. All right. Okay. So this is Mo, by the way. Let's take a break. Let's look at gold and GPUsd if they're setting up for a setup. I apologize for interrupting the Bitcoin analysis here, but as traders, we have to be ready when the opportunity shows itself. So we have a setup lining up here on gold, and also check the long signals here on the RLZ slingshot indicator. Is absolutely fantastic. So is this a long? Like, are we? Maybe you can comment on this, right? So what are you thinking? Like, it actually did reclaim the 50 here. So I guess this would be the long. The problem I'm having with this setup here, and of course we're going to go through Bitcoin and altcoins. I just have to check gold here. And honestly, I think if gold rallies, I think Bitcoin would definitely, that would be valuable for Bitcoin as well, because it shows that we are, I think gold breaking out would definitely be able to perhaps fuel the idea of Bitcoin moving higher as well. Anyway, there's just this resistance area. I'm not liking this, okay? I'm just not liking this resistance area. We have around the bottom here, like you look at the 4 hour, it's a break and retest of a horizontal level. It comes down perfectly inside the long reload zone and forms that rounded bottom, right? Absolutely is gorgeous stuff right here. But on the 1 hour, you have that rounded bottom, but it's equal highs. I do view this as one high, another high, equal high. If I had to guess, I think it's going higher, but I don't like buying the 50% like this when it's clearly being used as resistance. So I have to kind of follow my gut feeling here and say, you know what, we need to see reclaim of that weekly open. Now, of course, you see the 20 EMA down here, the stochastics are side, like this. Man, this chart right here is just driving me nuts, because I really do not know what to do. And when you feel like that, when I feel like that, or when you feel like that, the best course of action would be to take a step back and wait until something clear appears. So if I would trade this, ignoring the weekly open, ignoring the 50%, and I would trade this purely based on the RLZ method, uh, based on the retest of the 4-hour 20 EMA. Now, remember, there's different ways to trade the system, especially when it comes to the entry triggers, where you specifically have you can play around with the 50%, like a break and retest up to 50%. And in this case, I think this would be the best trade. Like a break and retest of this level right here, then stops can actually be below the reload zone, ignoring that wick. TP1 would be probably around these highs right here. That would be a 1R. So the problem I'm having with entering this early is the risk to reward would be the same. Well, almost the same. So average exit here, 2.2 versus 2.6. So yeah, it's, I mean, 0.4 difference in R. That's on the long during a long period, that would make sense. That would be a huge difference in average R, like 0.4, right? But you have to take into consideration the difference between the probability of this trade and the confirmed trade. So what's the, you could easily use logic here, right? So two options. Option number one, buy resistance. Option number two, buy a break and retest of that previous resistance, now hopefully turns support. So which of these setups have the highest probability of succeeding? I'm not going to give you many seconds to think about this because it should be obvious. Buying resistance versus buying a break and retest of resistance. The idea of buying resistance has a much lower probability of working out if you compare it to the idea of a break and retest of that said resistance area. Because the difference is buying resistance versus buying support. And you should always buy support and never buy resistance. You should always just look at selling resistance, buying support. So we have two setups where the risk to reward is pretty much the same on an individual basis. Now, of course, 0.4 on over 100 trades, that's a lot. But on an individual basis, and we have to look at each trade from an individual perspective, because each trade has a random occurrence on an individual level. But when you look at the bigger numbers, there's a probability, right? But it should be quite clear. Same risk to reward, much higher probability. I will always go with the trade that has much higher probability. Now, of course, there is a chance that we will never get that retest, and that's okay. Because my goal is not to take a lot of trades. My goal is to take few good trades. That's why I'm going to wait with taking a trade in gold. Because what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing this, okay? I'll show you. What I'm seeing for gold right now is this. That's the most, not the most probable outcome because it's in a daily uptrend. But this scenario that you see right now, the probability of this scenario playing out becomes much, much smaller or lower. The probability becomes much lower if you have this, okay? So if you reclaim that level, the probability of seeing that move lower becomes much lower, obviously. Now, another one was GPUsd. So we want to look at GPUsd and we want to have the same perspective on GPUsd. Are we buying resistance or not? And usually that resistance level is confluent with the 50%. No, this is not buying resistance. Where's the weekly open? This is important. Now the weekly open is here. Perfect. Absolutely insanely perfect. You have the 20 EMA in the 4-hour. With the RLZ slingshot, you can, of course, modify which EMAs you are using. I'm using the 20 and the 50 because that's the original system. The 20 EMA in the 4-hour is right on the weekly open. This is a trade, and this is a trade I'm going to take. Now, because I'm in a drawdown period right now, I have decided to lower my lower my risk limit to 0.25. I'm gonna do that for a while until I feel like I'm just back to the automatic trading stage where I'm just not letting my emotions play any role in my trading. So you see on the daily right here, if this daily candle closes like this, of course it's not going to close like this. We have almost 12 hours until the close. But you see that that's a bullish engulfing candle. It's a break and retest of a horizontal level on the daily. It hits the reload zone on somewhat of a daily move as well. It makes perfect sense. So GBPUSD, this is a trade. So let's mark out the so it says that Mo has right now entered orders for gold, and he's entering orders for GBPUSD. So probably entering orders for the same trade. And this is the beauty of trading the way we're trading inside the RLZ trading room, where we're basically looking at the same setups. We're entering trades for the same setups. And so we have an army of traders looking at the markets from the same perspective, looking at the same trades and trading in the same manner. And it's just such a beautiful thing, because we can at that point help each other, right? Because we're seeing the same stuff, well, of course with slight differences, and we can help each other to improve the system, improve the setups. And yeah, it's great, because most trading communities with multiple traders have many different systems, and it's hard for members of that community to follow which of the system they're going to follow. It's just difficult. But if you have one trading community with one approach and one system that it's actually tradable on different time frames, it becomes much easier to really evolve and help each other in that community. Right. So I think for GBPUSD, we're definitely seeing similar structure here on gold, with that resistance being right here. And if the weekly open would be above current price, I would wait with this. But now with the fact that price is above the 50, the weekly open and everything, I'm just going to put orders on the retest of the weekly open right here. We got Euro NCD giving us a alert as well, so we're going to quickly go over to that one, see what's happening. It's breaking out. We're waiting for a possible break and retest of this level right here. See if we can add something like that. Break and retest of this region would be a trade on Euro NCD. Back to GBPUSD, I'm just going to enter orders for this one. TP1 needs to be 1R, so stop loss is going to be right below that wick, and TP1 would have to be right below the 0 at a point where it kind of makes sense on the 1 hour, which would be right there. So that's TP1. Then we move stops to entry when TP1 is hit, and then we have above, we have TP2 and TP3. That's good. And then TP4 is going to be up here. So first what we do is we add TP1, create limit order. It's going to log into ANDA. So I have this demo account. It's connected to all my live trading accounts. And of course, we have to enter a position on Primics as well. By the way, guys, if you like these live streams and you like the content that I'm sharing and the educational stuff that I'm sharing, where I try to help you find a simple structure in trading, if you want to support me in that, you can go and you can sign up to Prime XPT using the link in the description below. If you use the code LIBS42, you will also get up to 7K USD deposit bonus. So definitely worth checking out. All right, limit order right here. Now I'm gonna do. So we have to do very small. We have to do like very, very small orders here. Very small. So we have to do like 0.0. Let's do 0.07. Is that even possible? 0.07 each. Limit buy 0.07. Because I want to have the total risk of this whole position needs to be 0.25. Usually I do 1%, but now I've decided to limit my risk to 0.25 because of the fact that I'm in this drawdown period, and I want to get back to a place where I can safely, from a mental perspective, say that I don't care about the risk. And now when I'm in this drawdown period, I'm down like 3.5% or 4%, which means that I'm slightly worried about the next trade if I'm risking 1%, and I want to have a feeling of just not caring about the loss, and that risk limit for me is 0.25%. If I get stopped out on this trade and I lose 0.25 of my trading capital, I don't care. I really do not care, and I want to get to that level of not caring with that 1% per risk as well. And I'm not going to get there until I get back into that probabilistic mindset. And it's a good way of just limiting risk. Whenever you feel a fear of losing, just limit the risk to the level where you feel comfortable losing. So that's the trade on GBPUSD, and we have to post a trade ID on this one as well. So let's do that. We got that one. Let's just copy this. So this is how I post the ideas in the. So first we have to do 0.25. So basically what this is, it's not. So I do provide setups in the trading room for Forex and crypto, but it's not to be confused with trading calls or a signal service, because basically what it is, it's my personal trading journal. That all the trades I'm taking in the crypto and Forex market goes into this channel right here, and it's kind of like my personal trading journal at this stage. Of course, when we start adding more traders and more analysts to this channel, it's going to become less of a trading journal for me and more of a, the calls we agree on. But for now, it's just my own trades, and that's why you see 0.25% on that trade. So we got limit right here, stop loss, and then we have TP1. TP3 and TP4. All right, that's the trade. I believe that's the right one. GBPUSD long limit buy orders. All right, perfect. That's the one. Yep. All right. That's GBPUSD. Now, finally, we are done with the actual trading. No, we're not. I'm going to go to, I need to go to Primics as well, GBPUSD. I think I have time to enter orders for this one. I'm just going to do one. I mean, I'm actually going to play around with an idea here that I have with limit buy, place sell. So I'm going to buy 124.3. 124.3. And stop loss is going to be down here. So 123.53. It's going to limit, and I want to, no, let's take profit, stop loss. So take profit is going to be up here, of course. 125, 125.2. I'm going to play around with one and do calculations on risk. So how much is that? So what if I do 2? 1,803, 2,700. $2,250. All right, so that's the trade here. think there's something wrong with the stop loss here. Yeah, you said to adjust that one. 23.54. 23.54. Right, that's better. So it's about 1 hour. I'm trying on Primics here. I'm trying the idea of taking full profits at TP1, and that's an alternative strategy I'm working with. Right, so now that we're done with that, now let's go and look at Bitcoin. I was focused on Bitcoin and some altcoins. So for Bitcoin, we're basically, it's a very simple idea here. We have one move on the 4 hour. What's that look? So one move on the 4 hour, it's a bounce at the range EQ, the previous range EQ, and to the top of that wick. Now, it's pretty obvious here what we're watching, right? It's, for me, it's very obvious, right? So right in the middle of, right in the middle between the 0.618 and the 50%, we have that previous target, which was the 29K. So if we see a retrace down into this area and a bounce and around the bottom, that would basically be a trade using the RLZ method, right? So that would be the trade around the bottom inside the reload zone, maybe even go down and test the weekly open and the monthly open down here. That would be like a perfect retest, and that would be the trade, because of the fact that we have sort of like a resistance area and it's a pretty big one, or support area. I would probably wait for price to get above the 50. So the trade on Bitcoin would be this, with stops below the reload zone and the weekly and monthly open, and then TP. Well, actually, I would probably TP around 32K. So a nice 10% move on Bitcoin. That would be the trade for me. So I'm putting in an order here. Now let's take a look at the some altcoins as well. See if we can find trending markets. We're going to see trending markets where we can apply the idea of a break and retest. So that's what we want to find. Trending markets with some type of a break and retest. And obviously this is not very trendy. XRP already had quite a massive move here, so I'm not really interested in trading that. XMR has shown some pretty decent price action here, and it's right at that resistance. So a lot of altcoins look like this. I think it's just we have to wait for Bitcoin to kind of calm down and then give altcoins the opportunity to run. But most altcoins will look like this, and the trade I'm looking for is basically a break and retest of this area. And XMR is a great example here, where the weekly open is also confluent with that resistance area. So what we want to see is a break and retest of the weekly open area if it's also confluent with the resistance area. So if I see an altcoin like this, I'm just not going to be able to trade it. We need to first see that breakout. This looks interesting. We definitely have some sort of, so we can draw a horizontal level here in two ways. Either we put a resistance area here, and it's clear that V-Chain has not gotten above that level yet, and I think this is the level that we want to have on our chart, because if you extend this level to the left, you'll see that it lines up very nicely on the daily. But then on the 4 hour, you have a possible local setup on the 4 hour that aligns with a possible breakout. So if you think that we're going to break this daily level to the upside, maybe you have some type of system that alerts you to a possible breakout, then I have a possible trade for you on the very local trend, and that would be the break and retest of this level right here. So you would have a horizontal area around this level, and then what you can do, you can go into the 1 hour, and you see that there's a very clear breakout of that resistance level right here. Some beautiful long signal here as well, and you want to fib that move. And then what you want to do is you want to wait for price to come down into the reload zone, and the reload zone in this case is right here at the breakout level. So this might be where you want to go long in anticipation of that breakout. So imagine you have a move like this. Let's see. So imagine you have something like this. Price comes down and hits the midpoint of that reload zone and then reclaims the 50. And this is a possible trade where you wait for, so you have two ways of trading this. Either you wait for confirmation inside the reload zone, and that would be, stochastics RSI. Let's go to the 4 hour. I think what you want to do here is you want to wait for the stochastics RSI on the 4 hour to go below 30. And then on the 1 hour, you want to see that round the bottom and a reclaim and a break and retest of the 50% fib. And the entry would then be on the 50% fib. And look at this. This is the exact same setup as GPUsd, exact same idea on gold. And everything I'm trading, every setup look pretty much exactly the same because it's one system and one very specific system. Stop loss in this case depends on what that rounded bottom looks like and what price action does at the retest. But in this case, I think I would have my stop below the weekly open, and then TP1 would be at 1R, which also is confluent with these highs here. So I would take TP1 25% at TP1, and then TP2 would be here, and of course TP3 right above, and TP4 right here. So the average R of this trade would be 2.3 or something like that, which is definitely acceptable. So that's the trade I'm watching. Let's put an alert right here. Also, I want to go through some alerts here to see if we have some alerts on the RLZ Trading indicator. If you look at Euro NCD, it's exactly the same stuff here as on VeChain. So the low to the high, you see the possible retest of the reload zone right here. So you basically want to see a move down into the reload zone for a move higher. And then, of course, you have that horizontal level that aligns with the 50% fib or right above or below. So you want to go long in the retest of the 50, stops below the reload zone, TP1 at that high, and then average R of this one would be 2.5. Exactly the same setup as on VeChain. So that's what we're watching. For now, I'm going to put an alert right here and one above for invalidation. So let's continue to see if we have something interesting going on other altcoins. Just give me a second. All right, so TRX is showing us something similar. I mean, if you look at the 4 hour here, well, not really. It's at a very obvious resistance area right here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove these from all the lists here, and I will be adding the ones I like to the orange list. And then at the end of the live stream, we'll go through all the most interesting altcoins and see if we can get some ideas on the best to trade here. Sol looks good. I would think that this move seems a bit too big, but we can definitely put a fib here. And you see that the 50% and the 618 comes in very nicely at the monthly open area right here. So that's another one we want to be trading the break and retest of. So we'll add sold to the orange list. It's been a long time since I did a proper analysis of the altcoin markets. Which definitely tells me that something's going on in crypto, because I haven't been very interested in going through altcoins in a long time, but now we're actually seeing possible setups form here on some pretty decent altcoins. I think on ICP we have an interesting fib here as well, and it aligns with the daily 20 EMA. So we're going to be watching something like this. Same thing with Filecoin. I kind of like Ethereum here. I don't like the fact that we have double tops here, but I kind of like this area. So I do think we might see a possible trade setting up on Ethereum. That might line up with the break and retest of Bitcoin as well. So something like this is what I'm watching for Ethereum. So we have to add that to the orange list as well. What else do we have? We want trending markets, good looking trending markets, and that's Bitcoin. It's looking really, really good. Bitcoin is looking really good. BNB, yeah, we have to add that to the list as well. What I found is that it's like extra important to wait for confirmation on these setups when you're trading altcoins, because so often do you see altcoins have a nice move to the upside, come down and test the breakout level, and Bitcoin just dumps. So, and all altcoin setups are just taken out. So it's very important that when price hits that level that you want to buy, you wait for confirmation, you wait for a bounce. Let's go to the orange list right here, and we have new. I'm just going to be adding one more. I'm going to add a section, and I'm going to name that crypto. So these are the ones we have. It's 6 setups. It's VeChain, Solana, ICP, Filecoin, Ethereum, and BNB. So again, on looking at the 4-hour on VeChain here, it does look like this probably is the level to retest. I might have to. Yeah, I think this might not be the correct setup. So let's change this. I think we have a better one based on the 4-hour. I think this is the level that we want to buy on VeChain. It looks good on the 1-hour, but I'm always going to base my trading on the 4-hour. What happens if we use that one? So even with using that low and that high on the 4-hour, we do get the reload zone here, because I do think we want to see a retest of the area around here. So we might want to use this fib. I think this fib would also be correct. And I think it makes much more sense because now the weekly open is in confluent with the 618. The fib does not make a lot of sense on the 1-hour. We can look for some fib confluence level by using that low as well. And what we have here, this is actually pretty good, right? So what we have now, the perfect fib confidence level is the 50%, because the midpoint of the low time frame reload zone aligns perfectly with the higher time frame fib, the 50% of that fib. So I think this would be the area of interest. So maybe something like this. The risk to reward would still be pretty good. I think this area is the one we want to go long at. So that's what we're watching on VeChain. I'm going to be lowering that alert a little bit. And then on Solana, we have the retest of the 50 here as well. That looks perfect. So between 21.5 and 21. ICP is not looking as good. I think at this point, VeChain and Solana looks definitely best. Filecoin, I'm actually going to remove this from the list. I'm just not liking it. Ethereum looks really good for a retest of this level. And then BNB, I think this move is a bit too big on BNB. It's similar to Solana. And I don't really like it, because the retrace would mean that actually lines up with the reload zone quite nicely. So I'm going to add an alert right here. So we have BNB, Ethereum, adding an alert on Ethereum here as well. And then we have ICP. I don't like that one, so we're going to remove that one. I don't like it. Its price action is too compressed here, and it seems like it's quite messy. I don't see a trend here. So we're going to remove that one. So now we're down to 4 altcoins. These are the 4 altcoins that I really like right now. It's VeChain, Solana, Ethereum, and BNB, with the most interesting ones probably being VeChain, Solana, and VeChain and Ethereum, because Solana and BNB already had quite big moves. So if they retrace all the way down here, maybe that means that Bitcoin will break that support lower. So for me, it's going to be VeChain and Ethereum, which are the ones I'm looking to trade maybe today or tomorrow morning. I will do more analysis on this in the trading room. If you want to see me post more altcoin trade ideas, definitely go and check out the trading room. You can find the link in the description below. And later today, I will make the trading room course, the introduction to the RLZ method, available for all the trading room members as well. Let me know guys, if you do have any questions before we end the live streams. Maybe you have a couple of charting requests or trading related questions. Just let me know in the chat and I will gladly help you out. And remember, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do, if you want more live streams like this one. And like the video if you like what you are seeing. So I'm going live every Tuesday for Trade Talk Tuesday, and every Friday I'm starting something new, which is all about improving as traders. That live stream is going to be a weekly recurring live stream called Market Mastery Fridays, where we focus on the past trades during the week. So basically, I'm going to go through my trading journal with all of you. I'm going to look at all the trades in detail, why I took the trades, why I liked them, why I maybe didn't like them, why whatever happened, So I think that is like a really good way for you guys to gain some experience on how to journal, and then how to review your journal to improve in trading and improve as a trader. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next live stream, which are coming your way this Friday at 9 a.m. UTC. All right, take care, and see you guys in the next one.